Now. Hey guys, I'm Ryan McGuire, Third Coast Grappling. I'm joined by my co-host Lisa, and we have with us today the golden couple, Andressa Cintra, world champ, and Lucas Valente, reigning Third Coast Grappling champ, and many other champs. How are you guys doing today?
Hey, what's up, guys? Pleasure to be here.
So I guess how things been going? I mean, I see you guys are still like teaching every day. So life hasn't changed very much for you guys, right? Other than you're not teaching a live student base. So how has that really been for you guys? Been rather than having students but teaching just online?
I mean, our routine didn't change much. As you can see, I'm all sweaty because I was training right now. But
I'm not jealous.
I mean, it's just changed a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
So we just had to adapt, but we still kept the same routine. We're still doing the same trainings, just in different. But
That's good.
It's interesting. I joined the class once or a couple times, and it was interesting not having a partner. And when you guys break down the moves, I just realized that I'm starting over from beginner mode again because I'm so used to having a partner or so used to having someone there to work on, to imagine a body or to know exactly where my weight is going. I think it's useful doing these solo moves, these solo drills. You really break down the moves better. You understand what you're doing.
Yes, that's true. Like the solo drills make us think more, So we need to. Sometimes we do those techniques on training, and but it's like we do wrong sometimes, or we don't know how to just do. So now we are learning more positions, more movements that we can be useful whenever we go back to train. Right?
Mm-hmm,
So
for sure.
it's really good. Like I'm liking a lot to train like this. Like it's how I can do now.
Yeah.
What's your thought process? Sorry, I was going to say, what's your thought process behind creating the new curriculum?
Sorry, can you say again?
What's your process? How do you guys come up with the new training curriculum?
Like how the training curriculum, like, is it coming down from Gracie Baja, or are you guys able to kind of create your own kind of classes and skills?
We're following the Gracie Baja curriculum, especially on fundamentals where we follow the techniques by the book. But on the advanced, we can always we just have a team to work on, like guard bottom, guard top, whatever, or side control, and then we choose if it's bottom or top, and then we can go from there. So of course, we're having to change a few things. Like if there is a self-defense that you cannot do without a partner, we're adapting a little bit, but nothing major. And it's actually something that people don't really think about it, but every technique that you do, it starts with a move, right? It starts with a body movement. So, for example, you can't do guard recovery if you don't know how to strength, how to hip skate, right? And that's just like a very basic and simple example. But you can't really escape from a total position situation if you can't go towards the back, or if you can't go back to guard, right? You need to have your body movement on the right ways, in the right direction to be able to accomplish those things. So I think now is the best time ever to work on those things. I think it's a time to get more technical and less stuff, not less stuff in a matter of like on how tough you are or not, but a lot of times we go to train, we go to class, and we just want to scramble, we just want to go for the kill, and we don't focus too much on the technique, on the like what can get better. Sometimes you apply something, and even though it's not perfect, you somehow make it happen, either by using strength, explosiveness, whatever, or lack of attention of your opponent, just whatever reason.
Okay, so is there a way that if y'all need like an extra teacher to show everybody how to put on extra weight during the quarantine, maybe I can teach it, because that's all I've been doing. I've been putting them gains on, just gaining weight. I'm ready, coming ultra heavy, full style. So is there any way that I can teach that class, because that's the only solo drill I've been doing is sticking my hand in the bag of chips. I've been terrible, not very good. I know.
I can't say what I do to you, but
it's okay. You can't text me it either because your phone's dead. So I think we're all right.
but anyways, like I believe that now we all need a few things. I talk as soon as this always started. As obsessive as I am with training and everything, I start to get super worried. Like, man, what I'm gonna do now? Like, how I'm gonna train, how I'm gonna improve, how I'm gonna get better, and then talking to Drag, talking to Andressa, talking to other black belt competitors that I'm friends with. At the conclusion that we need a few things to be able to not only maintain our level during this quarantine, but also improve, right? And those things are, first, you need to learn new techniques, right? So when I say learn new techniques, doesn't mean learning like a crazy reverse berimbolo, but I mean polish new techniques, even if it's getting a new detail from X choke from close guard. Just learning more or polishing old techniques. The second one is making sure that your fitness level stays good. So you don't gain weight. You try to maintain your weight. You try to eat healthy and this kind of stuff. And the third one is trick your body in a way that it thinks you're training normal, just like you have somebody. And you accomplish that through you can accomplish that through body movements.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty much what we do in all the classes. It's we're doing like that way. You sweat and you put some stress in your body, that your body will think that you are rolling with somebody. So you're not gonna be.
So you think you're going to come out? I mean, there's plenty of people out there like me. I mean, even competitors that are probably like, there's not an idea when the IBJJF is coming back. They're just sitting around, but you're still out there working as hard as you always have. So when you come back, it's going to be like you never took any time off, right?
Yeah, man. One promise that I made to myself as soon as this quarantine started is I'm gonna come out of this way better than when I got into it. So that's my goal every day during this quarantine, is to get stronger, faster, more technical, whatever. Just get better in every part of the way, mentally, physically, everything. And I think it's a time for everybody to do the same, not necessarily in jiu-jitsu, but in whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Definitely. To be a better, I don't know, father, a better brother, whatever. I think it's
right.
Now we have so much time that you can improve in whatever you would like to.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Lisa, and like my family, like it's allowed me time to connect with my daughter more, my wife more, do more family stuff, stuff I was neglecting because of third coast grappling or because of training or this and that. So it allowed me to slow down and just see the stuff I was missing or not really paying as much attention to as I should, and let me kind of restructure that. So when we're able to train again, it'll be a lot more of a hopefully better balance when we come back.
Yeah, and to add to that, I was talking to Ryan before about how the saying,
yes, exactly.
I mean,
one thing that I've been doing a lot since this all started is I've been able to spend so much. Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, but I think you froze up. Like you look very angry with your frozen picture on the stream.
We don't see you moving your mouth.
Yeah, it's just like a frozen picture of you.
Guys, you there?
Yeah, we're here.
Hello?
Okay, you're there?
Yeah, exit out of it maybe and come right back. Try that because your stream froze. All right, guys. So while they try to work that out, we're gonna me and Lisa are gonna keep it going. So Lisa, what's up with you? I know how you are. You and Vin, y'all are beast mode all the time. I mean, this didn't change things too much for you, did it?
Well, I love how at this time it just brought out more of the other parts of you, right? Like you find out how resourceful you are and we tap into your creativity. So we started thinking of other ways to train from home to kind of mimic the movements that we would make in jiu-jitsu, a lot of high intensity types of workouts, or just training with each other, because we're lucky that we actually have a partner at home to train with.
All right,
Okay.
and we're back. You good?
We're back.
We are back. I think your signal might be a little bad.
Yeah, it's still a little glitchy. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you guys.
Yeah, it's just for some reason it's glitching a little bit. It seems like it's not connected to Wi-Fi, or the cell signal is bad. It just seems like it's kind of doing stuff like that. Let me see. Yeah, that's good.
You want to try to reconnect with your computer?
No, he should be good now. I think it's good.
I can hear Ryan fine, but Lisa's voice is breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, I can hear you a lot better now. So let's keep on going then. So like Lucas, like this isn't new for you. So you've been winning tournaments since you were a kid. So I mean, what has this been like to not be able to compete at all? Like that right in the middle of prime season, you're going to miss Pans, you're going to miss Worlds. What does that do for you and your mindset as a competitor, seeing as this has been your cycle since you were basically a kid? I think we lost you again, Lucas. You there? Well, we've lost them for a little bit. They'll figure it out, and then we'll bring them right back. But yeah, as I was saying to Lucas, I mean he's been competing since he was a kid, and he's just getting better and better and better. And he took second at Worlds, and it seems like a lifetime ago. It's coming up again here in June, and it's looking like it's going to be it's not coming up in June. I mean, yeah. I look at like I'm looking at some of his wins since then or during that Worlds run, and he's been beating everybody. So I think it's going to be when it's time to come back, I think it'll be big for him. Let me see if they're Let me see if this is any better.
I think now they have to just keep up the momentum, training together.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see here. Kick. All right, I kicked him real quick just so that. But yeah, so Lisa, so with you and Vin, y'all have just been kind of adapting. You said you've only done a couple of the online classes. Are y'all just kind of doing your own thing?
Oh, well, we always join the GB Pyramid classes. So every once in a while, I'll visit over at Texas, and I can see Andressa and Lucas teaching. You've been a way better student than me, as normal. We actually have Matt at home, and it's just Ben and me. I know that you have a family life.
That's awesome. Are you guys back?
Right?
I think we're having some technical difficulties with Professor Lucas and Andressa, but I'm sure they'll get it figured out here soon enough. Until then, you get the Ryan and Lisa show. So look at that. Just like that, our viewers go up. I don't know how it is. I guess I'll call it the Lisa effect. But
we'll see what else I can talk about.
So what do you think? What do you think things are going to look like? I mean, you have a lot of friends in the medical field and stuff like that. Do you see it? Do you see it coming back pretty quickly, or do you see it? Oh, here we are. Hey, are you guys good? I think I've got an armpit.
Yeah.
There he is. So you good?
Guys?
Yeah. Yeah, you good?
Hold on, let me see. Say something.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
All right, much better. All right, sorry. So I was saying that you've been competing since you were a young kid. So to have the Worlds and the Pans, the best championships, in the world taken away. I mean, how does that change for you? I mean, those are basically like a football player's Super Bowl or a basketball player's NBA championship. Like, how does that change for you having that canceled this year?
No.
It's such a great question, but I just can't get. I'm sorry, guys. We're having technical difficulties on the other side, but it's all good. Maybe you can just text me, and I will just put up like, so what do you think? Oh yeah, so you've been the youngest, this and that. How about No, I'm
Yeah,
just
let's
kidding.
have a live chat session. How about that?
You'd probably like that better anyways.
Did you say I'd like it better? Are you
Yeah,
making fun of me for being a millennial?
you would like it better.
Phone calls.
Man, texting gets me in too much trouble. So it's like, I'm just gonna be like, all right, let's talk face to face. Or
If you talk to me, it might just like as soon as we hang up, it might go out the other ear. Like I'm gonna forget something, but if it's a text, I can always refer to it. Okay.
oh man, but see, like I made a post today, kind of talking about it. Like I think that as mass communication gets bigger, I think miscommunication, has as well, because with text, you're not able to convey a lot of the emotions and a lot of the intent behind what you're saying. Like I could say, there's a lot of different things that can be misconstrued or said wrong. Or there's Andressa. Hey, you guys, are you back?
Ha!
All right.
I'm the best one in technology.
It sounds like somebody I know, and his name it rhymes with Racolino. All right,
What's up? We're back now.
All right, good. So let me ask the question for the third time. I'll ask you the question.
Yeah.
So you've been competing for a long time, and let me add Andressa. There we go. You've been competing for a long time. So how does this? And she can answer this as well. How does it finally feel like having like your world championship taken away? You basically had like for an NFL player, the Super Bowl taken away. Like your whole season, what you guys train for, what you live for every day. I mean, you're not able to compete in those tournaments now. How has that affected you guys and your mindset? And what are your plans for the rest of the year once we're able to start training again and get back into things?
Well, do you want the truth or the positive part?
I want the truth. I want you to shoot straight with me. Come on, let's go.
Okay, it was heartbreaking, because it's what we live for, and everything we do is based on those dates, So pretty much, I'm gonna teach this seminar before Worlds, in between Pan Ams and Worlds, or I'm gonna do this, whatever, this thing after Worlds, or I'm gonna travel to this place like a month. That is like a point in the year that we kind of use as a guidance,
Mm-hmm.
and having that without a date now, it's frustrating, definitely, but it's something that I'm not trying to think about much at all. Like I made a routine during the quarantine. Like I made a training routine, and every day I wake up and I don't think too much. I just go and do what I gotta do. Because if I think too much about it, like, I don't know when I'm gonna compete again. I don't know when I'm gonna be fighting again. You're gonna overthink. So I'm trying just to follow the plan that I set in the beginning of it, and just following it through.
Yeah, Matt, that's great to hear, because I know personally how hard you train, just being there and seeing the sessions and the time you put in, and that's why you've been able to have the success you had. I think you and Andressa both, So yeah, my heart goes out to you guys not being able to compete, but hopefully we can. Look who's back! He's joined us again. There we are. But yeah, I feel for you guys, and hopefully we can get if they allow us to start training again soon and get an event going, we can at least start putting on some events so you guys can get out there and still compete and still get your name out there and still continue to do what you've always done.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I feel like things are getting better now, especially in Texas, So I'm really positive that things will start going back towards normal very soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How do you guys feel about competing when we do get back? Are you eager to jump back in, or are you still nervous about potentially catching or spreading COVID-19? Like, how do you feel about entering?
I'm sorry, your voice is kind of low.
Yeah, she was basically saying, like, when you come back to start training, are you going to be more cautious? Like, is there going to be different safeguards in place? Or when they say, hey, the gyms can be open, we're going back and we're going to put the hands on each other?
No, I believe we're gonna. I'm not sure yet, but I think we're gonna go through a few steps until we completely go back to normal. You know.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's. I've heard rumors that there might be no contact jujitsu. That we just come in
Nice.
there. There we see. Just do it like that. That's perfect. There we go. We'll have you
I'm
both like
sorry, like
that.
our internet is not good now, so we try to connect it like
it's it's
even
okay.
in another room, it's not working.
It's okay. No worries. We got you both right
It's
here.
all
But
good.
but yeah, I mean, with
Yeah.
I've been hearing rumors we might be coming back and touching each. There's going to be no touch. It's just going to be like just basically how it's online has been, but in the gym. Is that true?
Man, honestly, I don't know. Like my hope is that everything will go back to normal as fast as it all started. You know, because
That's what I
everything
hope.
started so fast. If you really think about, we've been on this for like a month now, right?
Yeah, like 5 weeks.
Yeah, and so like 5 weeks ago, I was getting ready to fight JT and then fight Pan Am. So I was like on the peak of my preparation, you know.
Mhm.
And you
Right.
think about it, like 5 weeks later, I don't even know when I'm gonna fight again. So everything happened so fast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Started
That's
like you need to wash more your hands. Be careful. Don't let anyone like cough close to you. And then like everything close. You cannot see people anymore. You cannot do
Right.
anything.
man. I
Right.
don't.
The news started off with like you're not supposed don't use all the masks. Leave it for the healthcare professionals, and then all of a sudden it changed. Like everybody needs to wear a mask. It's just
Exactly.
Yeah.
every day.
I'm gonna wear a mask in class. I'm just gonna wear one for my warm ups, and I'm just
You
like,
use pads anyways under the gi pants.
I don't wear those anymore. After you bullied me from that, your educational bullying, I don't
What
I
did
don't I don't wear those no
what did
more.
he wear under his G pants? Can you tell us?
You just have his pads under his gi pants.
He told me
Nothing.
I used to wear spats under my gi pants because I didn't like
What
the
is
sweat.
what is
Like
okay? It is okay for the girls, but not for
bro,
Ryan.
I come to no gi class and you're sitting there with nothing but spats on your whole body, one big spat. That's all you're wearing. I don't know. What do you
But I
think?
I,
guess
I already I already told you the two things you need to be able to use that.
training is never going
What
to
is
be the
it?
same again. I wouldn't be surprised if we come back and people are going to wear what are those onesie hats? The one with the face covered and everything. You think that's going to come in
That's a whole nother
style?
that's a whole nother industry. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Oh yeah, I don't know yet. But yeah, Lisa.
But I mean, for real. So the same way that everything changes so fast, I think everything will go back to normal as fast. You
if I know,
know,
yeah,
I
if I know,
think
Yeah.
yeah, if I know you or Professor Dracolino, I know he's wanting everything to go back as soon as possible. Like as soon as it's safe to go back. Like I know as soon as they say it's safe to go back, y'all open the doors, and we're excited. We're ready to go
yeah,
back
So
to training.
have you guys talked about or considered having some type of like some not a boot camp, but like just a space for all of the high level competitors to like train regularly together? Because I understand that if it's the same group of people that are training together all the time, then you feel more safe, wouldn't you? Versus like a big group of people, there's just a lot of variables coming in and out. I know that for
yeah,
high level competitors, you are training every day with for whatever competitions you're going to. So like, is that something that's on your mind, like setting up certain types of classes or certain types of spaces for
man.
training?
Honestly, I would love to,
Me too.
but there's a few things that make it hard. A lot of people, when I say a lot of people, I'm saying within the competitors, they are not leaving home at all. Others, and then I mean, gyms are closed, so it's hard to find a place to go, and it's not about the competitors, because some of the competitors leave with like older people or get in contact with older people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Like Saeed live with his grandpa, so it's just hard to like him join us to this training, Because
Yeah.
it's dangerous. Still, it's dangerous.
No, like,
I mean,
and you saw with like Gordon Ryan, and you saw with those guys. If you're gonna do that, don't post a picture on Instagram about it. Everybody got so mad when they like the Tom DeBlas and Gordon and all those guys. They're training together. I mean, these guys are still training, but don't take a picture of it. That's what you shouldn't do. Is take a picture.
Man, but it's not about. I think it goes way deeper than what people think. You know, I think it goes off. You know, just respect for others. You know, I think about, like, I know for sure that by my health, by my lifestyle, the way my health is, everything, that virus wouldn't do anything to me. You know, but then I think about my grandparents in Brazil, and if you know, if like somebody of my age was just going out without thinking about them, you know, I would get pissed. So
Right.
it's definitely something that like I'm not doing for me, you know. And I was even talking to Homo the other day. You know, we are talking about like what to do now and kind of stuff. And he even said it like this: if you if you don't train right now, you're not gonna get worse, you know. So if you do your maximum to improve, like I'm training 3 4 times a day every day,
Right.
either conditioning, positioning, or body movement. You know, so I'm training a lot. I'm doing like close to 20 trains per week during the quarantine.
Jeez.
You know, because I lower the intensity, but I increase the volume of my training. You know, so it's like I'm getting more technical. I'm getting stronger. You know, I'm giving time for my body to get stronger without having a live resistance against it. You know, so having an opponent. You know, I mean, I'm still training with Andressa and kind of stuff, but even between ourselves, we're taking a different approach.
Because like now we are not focusing on like porrada, you know, we are not focusing on that anymore because I think it's not time for porrada now. Now it's time for calm down, learn, get better in something else besides get tougher, you know? Like
Right.
what I'm thinking about now is to get my mind stronger to be able to pass through the that season, and be more technical. What I can do, like how I can do that. I can watch YouTube videos, I can watch video kinetics, and then I practice after. Right after I practice on Lucas, on my dummy, you know. So I would like to like end this now, and tomorrow we'll train with everyone. It would be really cool if that happens. But it's not like that. It's not like up to us. What we can do now? We need to find a way. We need to find a way to keep improving. How I can improve? I can watch like a new DVD.
The
Like
encyclopedia of guard retention.
yeah, like you can watch the encyclopedia of the guard retention. There's a lot of concepts you can do by yourself. You can work like, hey, mom, come here and hold me on this position. You know, that thing we think, oh, this bullshit, but it's not. Make ourselves smarter.
Hey,
while
Professor.
we
Hey, Professor. I hate to cut you off real quick, but I just went over to Facebook and I saw these disrespectful ass comments from our friends over here, Mike Trent and Christian and Edion, and they're saying how we look fat and how we should go shirtless and all this stuff. You know what? I may look a little bit bigger, but I'm coming back stronger too. So all you little men over there, you better watch out, especially old man Trent. I'm coming.
Let me see here.
I just looked at
because
the
we
comments.
will catch you the foot block.
Hey, I'm embracing the ultra heavy lifestyle right now. I'm not fighting it.
What do you wear? Which are have the blade guard?
Ah,
That's good.
it's all good. It's gonna. I want to come back. You know what? This being away has made me miss jujitsu like I've never missed it before. So I'm excited to come back and train hard and train twice a day and get back to it. So I'm just enjoying it now. But just get ready, boys. I'm coming. Christian and Mike Trent, all the little lightweights talking over there. I got something for you.
Once you move into your new house, man, you're gonna have all this space. You should get some mats and get back to training.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, you
But
know,
man, honestly, if you think about it, of course, all this is terrible. It's there's no doubt about it. But there's so many great things coming out of it.
Yeah.
I think like families are so united right now. Like me and Andressa, we're always together all day, but we're always like working together.
how many
You
times a
know.
day does she want to kick your ass? Honestly.
Sometimes.
Man,
That's
but
because
now
he is
we
her only
actually
training
have
partner.
She's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
like kinda, but like now we're actually having um uh like a time for our like couples relationship. Not just business, not just work.
Yeah.
And that's great also. And you see how small things such as getting your car and driving to the gym to break some sweat to train is such a great thing. To see your
Yeah.
friends and
As long as we don't have to
to
train with you, we're good.
to bully Ryan, this kind of stuff. It's amazing.
That's a great attitude. You're coming from a place of gratitude, and I think that's something that me and Vin, being at home, we felt a lot of too, because we've always been, busy working and just being away from each other all day. We would normally get together in the evenings for jiu-jitsu, and we spend our evenings together. So it's been a really fun. It's been a beautiful experience to both be at home all day. Yes, we're working, but we can have lunch together. We can do yoga together. Mariana's class is on Fridays for yoga. We can actually go to it together now. In the evenings, we do jiu-jitsu together still. But, all of this contact with our loved ones is something that we totally took for granted, right? We're always working hard. We're always doing what we think we need to do in order to take care of our loved ones. So now that we're kind of forced to because we have to stay home, it's one of those blessings, right?
Okay, so let's get down to the real question. So Lucas has the impassable guard, and Andressa, she is one of the best guard passers in women's jiu-jitsu. So has Andressa ever gotten close to passing her guard?
I do want to know this.
I want to know.
No way.
Not even a little close?
Not even a little close. Unfortunately.
That's what I want to do. When I book matches for Lucas now, it's like, I want to see if somebody can pass his guard. That's my whole purpose now. So like, JT,
that's your life purpose.
That's all I want.
Yeah, no, I can't get even close. No.
So
he passes mine though. That's not fair.
He's a bully. He's a bully. That's why he's a bully. He's a bully.
Yeah, that's not fair. Come on.
No, but Andressa, I was looking at something interesting. So you came from Guigo School in Brazil too before you came to the United States. So you trained with Herbert Santos and those guys, right? How was that? How was that group of guys? Knowing you, how I know you now, I don't understand. That's had to be a crazy mix, huh?
Yeah, over there, I live it in the gym. I live in the gym, like the Gigo gym, and I live like upstairs. Upstairs were our like bedroom, and downstairs was the mat. So like half of like 200 meters away was the workout gym. So I went to Gigo to try a life like being just athlete. I had the opportunity, so I went there. It was really good.
I heard there's very hard training, I hear.
Yeah, very hard training.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So guys, tough girls.
So we're looking like if we're able to come back by May 1st, we're probably going to do an event June 13th. Everybody wants to compete. Everybody wants to come back, but we want to do it safely. So if we do come back, though, I want to see both of you there. I've still talked to JT. I'm still trying to make that match happen. But for Andressa, Luisa Montero, she's been asking. She's been like, "Hey, what's up? Let's do this again."
Let's do this again.
I think she's ready.
Yeah.
She's on there.
Yeah.
if there's a tournament or a fight tomorrow, we're ready.
All right, I'll meet you. I'll meet you right before your online class, and we can have a fight, me and you.
But for real, man, like so many people are like, oh, I don't wanna like, oh, I miss jiu-jitsu, I miss jiu-jitsu, but they're not doing the online classes. They're not doing anything towards jiu-jitsu.
I'm
So
pointing at one.
so you don't miss jiu-jitsu, you know? That means you miss hanging out with your friends. But if you miss jiu-jitsu, you can train jiu-jitsu by yourself. You know, I completely understand that training by yourself is not even as close as fun as training with a partner, as training at the gym with a bunch of friends, a bunch of people you trust and like, you know, but something that it is not fun is not to improve, you know?
Mhm.
If
So
you have back to train and being smashed by everyone
that's not fun,
who
you
was
know?
doing the online classes, you
So
know, so it's not
Uh,
so I
see,
mean,
but see, like the
if
online classes for me, like I like to always to come to the class. I like to, I like the experience, the camaraderie, like see your friends, of course. But what's been difficult for me is that I was never the one that could just get up and go to the gym and go work out or get up. Like jujitsu was my way of working out and staying healthy and everything. And just sitting in front of and doing it by myself, it was hard. So that's why I turned to doing podcasts or doing stuff like that just to stay active with jujitsu. But I tried the online stuff, and for me, I don't know. It was tough for me to do. You guys are doing great, putting out great content, but I don't have great partners like Elisa and Evan or Andressa.
but
And
I'm gonna, but I'm gonna say, so you just said it. The reason why we don't do it like that is because you're lazy to do it, right? Because you can't
oh no,
motivate
I
yourself.
didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Yes, you said it.
lazy
I
boy.
didn't say that.
You just
Roll
you
the tape
just said
back.
that
Roll the tape.
you just said that you cannot motivate yourself and get up and go to the gym. But no,
Oh,
but I completely understand that. But you gotta do that. You can do that as long as you know you're not improving, and that's your choice,
yeah. And
but
after the third coast event stuff happened and it got canceled, ask Lisa. I got kind of depressed, man. Like it was so much work we put into it as a company
yeah, I know.
to make that, and I got really down, man, for like 2 weeks, super depressed. I was upset. I was, people were coming out and saying a bunch of crazy stuff that was like couldn't even be further from the truth. I work with some of the most honest people I know, with Lisa, with Zach. We try to do things the right way. And it was just unfair for people to come out that way. It really bothered me because we do this for passion. We don't do this to make a bunch of money or to get rich. We want to do it to spread the sport. So we're coming out with a good heart and good intentions. And you've got bad people that are saying we're trying to do bad things. And it just kind of, so for a little bit there, I just kind of fell off the map for a little bit. It was hard for me to get any motivation to do anything.
Yeah, no, we understand. I mean, but Lisa can say that when you go to online classes, man, even though you're not physically with your partners and friends, you still feel a good energy. You see people working out and talking and like making jokes, kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So
sure. We
it's
make fun of all the
like,
people with girls with mustaches, I don't know if your gym has a thing.
Who's growing a mustache? Lucas can't grow a mustache.
I can, but I would never do that. Otherwise, I'm going to be looking like a
Criminal.
serial killer from the 80s.
You need to do it like Ricky. Get a big Ricky mustache and just wear it like that.
Yeah, that's why Ricky looks like a serial killer from the 80s.
Lucas and Andressa, have y'all seen Professor Marcelo? He grew out his mustache for
Really?
and it looks really like evil. He's been making us
my
suffer in the
God.
classes. Like the longer his mustache
my
is, the more
God.
evil he gets. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Oh.
yeah, it's fun. I agree. Like even though it's on Zoom and it's through video, just seeing everyone at home, like just we all miss each other, training together. We see some people bring in their spouses, like Jason
Yeah.
Langolier. His daughters do it already, but then they ended up bringing in his wife as well. And I mean, maybe you can bring in your Lisa, Ryan.
No, I try, and she's too rough with me, so she hurts me. like I can't. She's like my wife is very strong. Ow! She just threw something at me for saying that.
Hey, Lisa.
But Ryan, like in between, like of course, like let's suppose there's levels of thing, right? So staying home without training whatsoever, it's here.
Hmm.
Training online, it's here, and training in person, it's there. But I mean, training online is still way better than not
Where,
training at all at home.
where is training with a 5-year-old? Where does that go? Because I've been doing that.
That
I've been
was,
doing jujitsu with my daughter, and she puts up a good fight, but I win every time. You know,
I know, she knows,
you
she
know, you
knows
see
this.
Andrea, like she doesn't come into class much, and she comes out there and she'll just throw those little kids around.
And yeah, takes everyone down. She's really tough.
Yeah,
I
she
saw
is.
man, but
those
for real,
videos.
Like
Yeah,
Yeah, April's
right
got
now
talent.
it's being a challenge
I
for
gotta.
us. Like make something for everyone, get a good workout, do
No,
jiu-jitsu without a person. It's a challenge.
you guys
But
have
let
done
me
great.
tell you
Yeah.
something. Let me tell you something. It's really good. We are using this time like for us, not against us. Because there is some positions, there is some movements that we can't pass on the normal class because we don't have time to do it. We need to do the first technique, the second technique, sometimes the third technique, and then speed training, and then live training. And it's a lot of things that we already need to do right now,
That's true. That's a
before.
good
So
point. Yeah.
right now we are like making everyone learn a lot of body movements that they don't learn on jiu-jitsu class, normal jiu-jitsu classes. And then whenever we get back, we can show more advanced positions because everyone, not like most of the people that is doing the online classes can do the body movements that we are showing.
like a good example of that is we cannot teach berimbolo before people learn how to get inverted in a controlled way. Like
Get out of here. I'm just
being
kidding.
able to control their
I'm just
body,
kidding.
situate where they at. So
Yeah.
that's something that helps a lot.
Well, hey,
And I mean,
you've sold me. You guys have sold me. I'll make a promise before the week's over. I will come try my first online class, and we'll see how it goes. Okay.
shut up. I will see you tomorrow at 6
Six,
Yeah,
what,
so
six, like 6 in the morning or in the evening?
in the evening.
evening, of
Cut-
course, the morning.
Cut
Yeah, because I
this,
was like,
cut
I'm
this
seeing you
crap
doing
off
this.
before the week's over. See you tomorrow at 6.
All right.
That's
Hey,
what Lucas
I'm
said.
ready.
So
I'm ready. Let's go.
It's not an invitation.
No,
It's
my wrists are all healed. I feel good. So I'm ready. I'm
See?
ready. I'm ready for you, Professor Lucas. I'm coming back strong.
Good.
I'm ready.
Good things on the quarantine. And man, like every respectful, let's put out. I mean, every person who is conscious now about the situation, all the pro fighters who are conscious about the situation now are training that way. So if training like, and that's not for you, Ryan, but like for whoever like doesn't like the online classes, in general.
I
Like,
haven't, even,
oh, that's not for me.
I haven't even done one, so I can't say I don't like it. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like,
exactly. So what I mean is some people been texting me like, "Hey, professor, I don't think that's for me, whatever." Like, man, if those classes are good enough for the best people in the world, why they wouldn't be enough for the hobbyists, uh,
of
for
course,
the hobby
the
training person,
hobbyist, yeah, for sure. So what? So what do you?
Like,
So what do you guys see? Do you see this being a part of as something moving forward that you can offer as maybe video all your classes, and as part of the person's membership, they get access to all the online training. That could be something you could bundle together
100%.
and keep going.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
I already have been asking to give private lessons online.
okay.
And I've seen as a way of
You gotta wear your mask though, your shutterfly mask that you wore.
That's really cool.
man, I've seen like as a way of people to, I mean, like we got people messaging us that saying that they travel a lot, so they can't really, let's suppose they live in Houston, so they can go to the gym like once a week, but they can't really go the other days because they're traveling all over the place and they can't train, but they can have access to the online classes to train at their hotel at whatever city they're at working,
That's perfect. Yeah.
And I got a guy from France, messaging me saying that where he is, there is no really jiu-jitsu, but he likes jiu-jitsu a lot, and he would like to learn from me if I could like teach him. through video. So that there's a lot of people like that, and that kind of opened people's eyes towards this new technology stuff.
Now, even Edwin, I was talking to Edwin. We had him and Cushing on the last podcast, and he said that there's people that are still signing up at his academy. That
Yeah, there's people.
He said even with all this going on, people are still signing up.
They need something to do.
Exactly. There's people signing up, paying regular price, full price for the membership, just to train online because people
It's crazy.
can't go to the gym or even without the quarantine, they can't go, and they want to train whatever they at, they want to learn whatever they at, and of course, I don't know about other people, but we definitely don't graduate anybody, neither stripe or belt, online, but if the person is training, getting better, and let's suppose the guy can go only twice a week to the gym, and the other days is being able to do the online classes, training at home, and then we see he's getting better. We see his improvement when he goes to class. Then it's something that we can graduate him in class.
No, and I think this is going to revolutionize. I think the way you guys present jiu-jitsu, because you're going to have to grow.
I don't believe it's something that will work 100%, but definitely something to complement, to supplement regular classes.
Like even there's even some gyms that are now offering, like they're putting webcams in the training rooms so that they can go back and watch their training footage from their class that night. So they might have a camera that they can zoom in on a position and stuff. So there's gyms that are doing all kinds of stuff, not just online content, but they've been starting to put more webcams in so their students can watch their roles, like when they get home after class and stuff like that. I think technology, as you see, I mean, it can do a lot of different things for a lot of people really quickly. It makes work a lot easy.
Yeah.
And then, like, I thought, because I teach the kids class, I have from the kids class, I thought it was like going to be really hard to get those little kids with 4 years old, 5 years old, someone like they just like look at the skies while the training, I thought it would be like really, really hard to teach them online. But let me tell you something, they are doing great.
The little kids?
I saw them like this Saturday, like 2 days ago. Some advanced move that Lucas showed on the advanced class, and everyone did great, even the little ones, because it's something that they see us. I tell them like to do with me, and then I will correct them, and they are doing great. We are teaching them how to make their own dummy, to especially like for hip moves, like to make sure they know how to move their hips right. So whenever they are on top, how to pass the guard, a lot of things, the arm bars, like we can. I thought it would be like impossible to teach the kids online.
Well,
but I'm telling you, we are doing so great. I'm like thinking, showing more stuff and more stuff because everyone is getting like really good. They are doing great.
Yeah, you got to look at like the culture too. Like with the kids that are coming up these days, they're playing with their parents' phone or they got their little iPads and stuff. So they're used to already using technology, watching YouTube and stuff like that. So it's not so hard for them. The kids can just sit down, they open their tablet or whatever, and they do it right there with you guys. And they don't know the difference because kids are becoming more and more visual learners as everything's technology grows. So I think that's a really neat point that the kids are able to take to it a lot better.
And, I think like whenever all this is over, the kid is gonna get better. Whenever like we get trained, they are gonna know the body movements that they didn't know before, and it's gonna complement the training. Like there is a friend of mine. She wants to teach her daughter. Like her daughter is 29 months. 29 months is like 2 years and something, 2 years and a half. And I told her like it's better wait until 4 years, but she don't want to bring her daughter to the class. She wants to give her something online first. She learns the basic movements first, and then she goes to the class. You
No,
know?
that would be good because there's a lot of people, even myself, when I first started training way back, I was so nervous to come in and do the warm-ups because I was so fat and out of shape. And, I was nervous. It'd be cool to kind of, to be at home. I'm talking like way out of shape, like not just fat like right now, but like it would be good to like be able to do the shrimps and the different movements, without feeling so self-conscious, like trying to do a shrimp and you're just moving like a big sausage down the mats. It's not,
That's great.
you just
The option to use into jujitsu is a great idea.
Yeah, I really think that. So I'm going to jump into a class. You guys convinced me. I think you guys have been doing a great job with it. I've been seeing it everywhere.
As I said, I don't think it will replace 100% regular classes, and it definitely shouldn't. I'm not saying overall, I'm saying for some people, some people are like, oh, I'm just going to do online classes now. I don't think it will replace 100%, definitely not. And I don't think it should, but it will definitely be part of it. I think it will definitely help a lot of people.
Hey, as Professor Dracolino, as much as he travels sometimes, you can just put a TV in the training room, and then he can do a Zoom class from the airport for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
So he's always with us, no matter what.
Like last Saturday, it was Drac teaching from his house. I was teaching from the gym, the same class. Like he joined the class.
Wow.
Yeah.
He and Igor, and I was on the gym, and like we was kind of like almost 30 years. 30 kids on the class on the Zoom class.
Wow.
It was a lot. It was pretty good.
My goal now is to be in Japan teaching the same class as Andressa, who will be in Antarctica, and then Drac will be in Brazil. We're all teaching the same class. That's the goal.
Well, are you going to be teaching it in Japanese? If you teach it in Japanese, I'll be really impressed.
It might happen.
So is your brother? Have you been beating up on your brother more at home? Has Mateus been taking a beating, or is he still at the house with you guys? Have you been putting the hands on him at least?
No, he's in by himself.
Okay, that's good. Well, Arion lives out in Alvin now, so it's just you and Andressa now. Then y'all can just beat each other up.
Yeah, just like.
That's good.
So that's why, like, I think, like, we could be completely selfish, just go out and whatever, because we know that the possibility of us being affected, it's so low, and we could just be going out and training. But I mean, we got to think about other people. It's not just us.
That's what it's about. And I think a lot of people, I'm glad that you guys took that stance as well. Like you see a lot of the prominent people in the community, it was very split. Some people are like, oh, this is BS. It's not going to do anything. Other people are like, oh, it's very serious. But we were very fortunate that we have a lot of good people in our community that were able to give us the good advice we had to make the decision we did. And then you guys made the same great decision. And then you see gyms like Keenan's gym, Atos, Marcelo Garcia, everybody started closing down. And then, I think that everybody doing their part early on, like they did, like you guys or like us, is what is going to maybe allow us to come out of this quicker, or maybe it made it not as spread, as bad. So, I mean, and it's good, like you said, and like you said, though, it's more older people or people with cancer or who have weakened immune systems. So if I'm going out and I catch it and then I give it to somebody and then it kills their grandpa, I would feel terrible, like it's.
Exactly. So I mean, it's not about
even know that you did that.
Yeah, and you don't even know.
Exactly. And
I just want to add real quick. I just want to thank you guys because I feel like that your positivity, like your attitude, it exudes through Skype, through Zoom. So when we join your classes, I feel like the responsibility that the instructors have or the coaches have to their students, it goes beyond just like teaching a class, just teaching jiu-jitsu. I feel like it helps with the morale. So Ryan, like when you were saying how after we just started quarantine and with the depression, I think joining it really does help boost your mood up again because you're just around other people that are feeling good. You can't help but feel better.
I usually do the Professor Drac will message me and I'll jump into the Saturday, the black belt chat that you guys do. Even just doing that, I know is fun. Just to listen to everybody talk and have cutting up. You and Andressa always on the mats like this, laying down.
You guys.
Do what?
right now I feel connect with you guys, like we are on the same room,
And
like
except he
having a
can't hurt me.
chat.
Except he can't hurt me, so I'm happy about that.
And
Yeah, that's true.
and there and there is a plus that I don't need to see your legs, your skinny legs.
I mean, here it's okay. It's right there.
Don't do it,
It's like, come on.
Lisa. Do something about it.
Let me see your feet. People pay good money for feet pics, so that might be a new thing that we can do.
Oh. This is Lucas post making a challenge. I want to see you doing it.
What's his challenge? What is he doing? I haven't seen it.
Go down my feet and look it up on the Instagram.
If it's some crazy your flexibility challenge.
Y'all could have said ride to the hospital.
No, I'm really flexible. I can get my legs back near my head, but nowhere near him. Nowhere near. But you're just doing that to show off anyways.
Like this.
Nice.
That's not a human being. That looks like a pretzel. A pretzel.
Easier.
No. Yeah.
Man, you're getting really close to contortionist right there.
How about you do it, Professor? So let's see you do it.
I will try. I will like.
I
At
think
first, I will just do a yoga with Mariana.
I will record it.
And then after warm up, I will try it.
Hey, I want to see it. And you know what? I'll try too, but I'll fail. But I'm going to try. And I'll send you the video.
Okay.
Just so you
Hey, so actually talking about that, hot news. Just talked to Michael from DJ Fanatics, and this quarantine is still we're gonna be releasing stretching and flexibility DVD for Jiu-Jitsu and grappling.
What have I been telling you?
Nice.
I've been telling you for like a year. Hey, Professor, you're like, what should my first DVD? I'm like, flexibility and stretching. Like there was nobody out there that has done anything that is as flexible as you and has been as successful as you that has put anything out like that. So it was.
So that's what we're gonna do.
I'm glad you're doing it. It's gonna be a big hit. I guarantee it. It's gonna be good.
But you gotta do your spats though.
I don't wear spats. Don't worry about spats. I'll do it with just my underwear on. No big deal.
Oh, I don't want to see that.
Lisa, do something about him.
Oh man, we gotta end.
I'm just saying. We can Valley 2-day shorts, whatever you want to call them. Underwear, it doesn't matter.
It's not the same thing. The fabric is different.
No, it's not. It's all see-through.
No, it's different. I'm telling you.
I'm just kidding.
Look at this chamber.
Hey, but I'm sorry. Y'all might have to pray after that episode. My bad. But no. So what's next? So you're saying hopefully soon we'll be able to hopefully be back in class. You guys are staying sharp. Any big changes for your animals and stuff? Has it been hard being everybody on that side, or you've been taking a lot of walks? Are you making sure they're getting exercise? I know you guys are animals.
Yeah, no, we're fine. We're taking them to here at the place where we live in. There's a park that nobody's going, so we're being able to walk them there every day.
Yeah, we go there every day.
That's what we do.
They're looking after they are tired.
But I mean, the goal, at least for me now, is to. I know that the first one is for Andressa also, is to improve as much as possible. And get out of this way better than we were when we started. And I want to help people around me to do the same. I want to help all the students to improve. That's why a lot of times I'm like messaging you guys and forcing you guys to do the online class, because I want to see you guys improving. Especially the people who compete. I don't want you to go back, and being like 2 months without even touching your gi or stuff like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to come back. But I was gonna ask you guys. So when you do come back, I mean, is it gonna be just right back at it, same schedule? Or are you gonna ease people back into it? Because there's gonna be a lot of out of shape people. I mean, there is people doing the online classes, but there's gonna be a lot of people that are out of shape, me included.
Well, the online classes are there. If you come back out of shape, that's your choice.
No, you're right. I've been enjoying
Lisa looks thin and strong. Right, Lisa?
Thank you. I have been only working out and working from home. Like, I think I work out more today than I did before the quarantine, to be honest. But I've been having trouble maintaining weight. So I keep going out to the grocery store to get more food.
That sounds like me, but I'm just
Okay,
trying to put on more weight.
one thing I guarantee you, majority of the competitors will go at least one division above the regular one.
It's because, but the competitors, when they come back, I think it's going to be, everybody's worried about the economy. How's it going to open, the live events? I bet you that everybody's ready to do jiu-jitsu. And when another event comes, everybody's going to want to watch jiu-jitsu. Everybody wants to get out of the house and have fun again. So I think that once we start opening up again, it's going to be bigger than ever before, very quickly.
Yeah, I really hope so, man.
Yeah,
I really hope so too. And I hope not a lot of people are training, so when we come back. Huh?
I cannot wait until that day. I'm super excited to come back. Like, training,
I'm gonna keep training. You're gonna keep training, and when everybody comes back, I'm finally gonna kick Ryan's ass in jiu-jitsu.
A 270-pound man. Hey, I was like 230 pounds and I berimboloed her. Don't let her get it twisted.
Yeah, but honestly, like it's making me miss such small things, you know. Like yesterday, I was missing the feeling of sleeping on an airplane seat going to compete or for a seminar or something, you know.
Because you're a sick man.
Like it's making me miss like small things.
No, that's definitely makes you. But like I said, it helped me with my family, grow more family. Then you get to step back and look at the things, maybe, fix some things, slow down. Life slows down if you can't leave the house. So you're able to do more things that maybe you were neglecting before. So it's helped me a lot. I'm going to come out better in a lot of other ways, maybe not physically, but in a lot of other ways, I'm going to come out of this.
Yes, you will. Because now you're going to do every single online class we have.
You can't make me
improving in other areas too, like you are doing with your podcast, right?
Well, my shit talking has gotten a lot better, so that's even better. So
and there's a good thing about the online classes with Ryan too. At least on the online class, I can mute him.
I can mute you. Hold on. What was that, Professor? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I'm just kidding. Hey guys, it was great having y'all. We're about an hour right now in. We miss you guys very much, and I can't wait until we can all train together. And that's the biggest thing, is when we can all just see each other and give each other a hug and get back to training. So thank you guys for dropping in. And Lisa, thank you for being my co-host. I appreciate it. And you guys have anything you want to say to sponsors, your friends, family, anybody?
Well, first, thank you guys for having us. It was so fun.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Lisa.
We'll see you guys tomorrow online at 6.
Always.
Yes, tomorrow, Ryan.
Yes.
It's better you show up.
Hey, I've got Jeff Glover and Bill Cooper at what time am I doing that? Oh, I got plenty of time. Yeah, I have no excuses.
You've got the power couple on your back now, Ryan. Oh.
And Ryan, on time, okay? Don't miss the warm up.
Yes, if you miss warm up, you see.
I don't even know what warm ups are. Once you give me my purple belt, I stopped having to do those. So I'm just kidding.
Give me that back.
I'm just kidding. All right, guys. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you for talking to you all. It was great talking to you all.
Yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Take care.
Yeah, take care. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
All right.